Okay, so let us start discussing the test. First question was, why is Cp greater than Cv? Why is molar specific heat at constant pressure greater than that at constant volume? One thing you can justify from Mayer's formula, Cp minus Cv equal to R. So Cp is equal to Cv plus R. Cp is greater than Cv by a factor of R, gas constant. So that's why it is greater than Cv. Okay, otherwise, in words, what is the justification? In words, the justification is this, that at constant volume, volume does not increase, so that's why no work has to be done against expansion of the gas, because gas is not allowed to expand. For example, by keeping extra weights on the piston or by putting a pile of sand over the piston, we can avoid the expansion of the gas. But at constant pressure, more heat is required because two works are to be done. First of all, internal energy of the gas is to be raised. That means it is to be heated. First of all, its temperature is to be raised. Secondly, what is there, that expansion also takes place. So work has to be done against expansion also. So heat is required to perform that work also. All right. So this was question number 1. Now let us come to question number 2. Second question is, how is Brownian motion affected by temperature? Yes, raise hand who will tell me. How is Brownian motion affected by temperature? Raise hand students who will tell. How is Brownian motion affected by temperature? Brownian motion increases with temperature because on heating, kinetic energy of gas molecules increases. They move about more vigorously. The randomness in motion increases. And Brownian motion is the zigzag motion, random motion of gas molecules. So more randomness means more Brownian motion. So Brownian motion increases with increase in temperature. All right. So next question is third question. Derive a relation between gamma and alpha. And the symbols have usual meanings. You know what is gamma and what is alpha. So gamma is how many times alpha. These are the coefficients of thermal expansion. Gamma is the coefficient of volume expansion. Alpha is the coefficient of linear expansion. Who will tell me the relation between these two? Yes, raise hand. Raise hand who will tell me the relationship. Gamma is how many times alpha? Yes, students, gamma is how many times alpha? Yes, anyone? Anyone? Very easy question. Coefficient of cubical expansion is how many times the coefficient of linear expansion? Yes, Tushar.
3 times.
3 times. Gamma is equal to 3 alpha. Beta is equal to 2 alpha. And you had just to fill in the blank here. You had just to tell the relation. This was not the derivation, but we will discuss the derivation also today. Fourth question is, deep waters run slow. Comment on the statement. Yes, which concept is used here? Which concept will be used here? Deep waters run slow. Which formula is applicable? Yes, students? Which formula? Deep waters run slow. What is the physics behind this concept? Yes? Deep waters run slow. Why? This is based on which phenomena of physics? Equation of continuity. AV is a constant. Deep waters run slow. This is based on equation of continuity. AV is a constant. Fifth is prove Bernoulli's theorem. So we are going to derive this Bernoulli's theorem today. You will see Bernoulli's theorem. Sixth is, what is a Venturi meter? How does it measure the rate of flow of a liquid? We will revise this also today. Venturi meter is a device that consists of two coaxial tubes of different areas of cross section, and it is used to determine rate of flow, capital V, of the liquid. Seventh is derive Reynolds law from kinetic theory of gases. Reynolds law is at constant volume, pressure is directly proportional to temperature. From kinetic theory of gases, we are to derive means from pressure exerted by gas, we are to derive this. So how did we do this? Pressure exerted by gas is 1 by 3 m by v c square. Take PV that side, PV is 1 by 3 mc square. Okay. Now, since C square is directly proportional to temperature according to kinetic theory of gases, mass is also constant. C square is proportional to T. Therefore, PV is proportional to T. Now they are saying volume is constant. So if volume is constant, then pressure is directly proportional to temperature. So this is the proof of Reynolds law. See that from concept of kinetic theory of gases, we did this. So this was question number 7. Eighth question, last question is define absolute zero of temperature. Who will define? Define absolute zero of temperature. Yes, raise hand students. Who will define? How do you define 0 Kelvin? What is absolute zero of temperature? कौन बताएगा? Absolute zero of temperature. Yes, Manvia.
Ma'am,
Manvia,
it
you
is
are.
the temperature at which the molecular motion.
Motion ceases. Yes, very good. It is that temperature at which molecular motion ceases. It stops. Because according to this formula, half mc square kinetic energy of each molecule is equal to 3 by 2 kT. So C square is directly proportional to temperature. If temperature is 0 Kelvin, then C square would be 0, C would be 0. So the RMS velocity of gas molecules will be 0. They will stop moving that way. So it is that temperature at which molecular motion ceases. Molecules come to a stop. So that is absolute zero of temperature. And this is practically not possible to have 0 Kelvin because molecules of a gas, they rarely come to rest, perfect rest. Okay. So this was discussion of test, and we were about to derive Bernoulli's theorem yesterday. So let us continue with that. So statement एक बार और बताइए. Once again, let's recall the statement of Bernoulli's theorem. Statement of Bernoulli's theorem. Yes. Who will tell? Yesterday we defined that for streamlined flow of an ideal liquid, the sum of kinetic energy, pressure energy, and potential energy remains a constant. P by rho plus half V square plus dH is a constant. So let us derive that. So take a tube of varying area of cross section. This end is A, this end is B. This is ground level. This is ground level. The height of this end is h1. The height of this end from ground is h2. The velocity of liquid entering is v1. Velocity of liquid leaving is v2, suppose. Okay, pressure here is P1. Pressure here is P2. Area of cross section of this end is A1 and of this end is A2. So we have written different parameters of both the ends. Right. Now, let us find out how much work is done by liquid entering the tube per second. Entering through end A per second. How much work is done by liquid entering per second? See how we are going to write work here directly. You know, work is force into displacement. Force is pressure into area. Put force is pressure into area. All right. Work is force into displacement, force is pressure into area. And since we are taking work done per unit time, divide that side also by time. This displacement over time, that is velocity. So we'll write better this work done per second, we will write in this form rather than force into displacement. So I'll write here P1, A1, V1. So work done by liquid entering per second is P1, A1, V1. Same way, work done by liquid leaving per second. Work done by liquid leaving per second can be written as P2, A2, V2. It can be written as P2, A2, V2. All right. P2, A2 and V2. Fine. So what is the net work done per second? Net work done per second. That is bigger term minus smaller term. Let us find out which term is bigger. Here area of cross section is more. So according to equation of continuity, velocity is less. According to Bernoulli's theorem, we know this is an outcome if velocity is less pressure is more. So here two things are greater. P1 is greater, A1 is greater. So we will say that this term is greater than this. So let us subtract P1, A1, V1 minus P2, A2, V2. This is equation number 1. Okay. So net work done per second we have found. Okay. Now what is kinetic energy of liquid entering per second? Kinetic energy of liquid entering per second is half mv1 square. Okay, how you will say this is per second? Because in equation of continuity also m meant mass per unit time. तो यहाँ पे भी m symbol हम ले रहे हैं mass per second का. So this will become kinetic energy per second. Kinetic energy of liquid leaving per second. That is half mv2 square. Now v2 is greater than v1. Easily we can prove from equation of continuity. So net kinetic energy or change in kinetic energy per second. Change in kinetic energy per second is final minus initial, bigger minus smaller. Half mv2 square minus half mv1 square. So see, all these terms are clear to you up to here. Every step is clear to you. If any step is not clear, you can ask. Yes, clear. Third part of this derivation. First part was work done. Second part was kinetic energy. Third part is potential energy. So let us write potential energy of liquid entering per second. Potential energy of liquid entering per second. This can be written as mgh1. Again, this is per second because mass is per second. Because mass is per second. Same way, potential energy of liquid leaving per second. Leaving per second, that is mgh2. That is mgh2. So what is the change in potential energy per second? So change in potential energy of liquid per second can be written as, you see, H2 is greater. So that is mgh2 minus mgh1. This is equation number 3. So now we will apply work energy theorem. Work done, net work done per second is equal to, क्या होती है वैसे, work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. यहाँ पे हम change in both the energies ले रहे हैं. Change in kinetic energy per second plus change in potential energy per second. Change in total energy. So that is change in kinetic energy per second plus potential energy per second. Kinetic energy per second plus potential energy per second. All right. So let us put the value from equation number 1, 2 and 3 here. P1 A1 V1 minus P2 A2 V2 is equal to half m V2 square minus half m V1 square plus mg H2 minus mg H1. We have substituted all the values, right? Now just we are to rearrange the term. ठीक है, नेगेटिव वाली टर्म्स उस साइड पे ले लो, पॉजिटिव वाली एक साइड पे कर लो, 1 1 वाली टर्म्स एक साइड पे, 2 2 वाली टर्म दूसरी साइड पे. So you keep P1 A1 V1 here, bring minus half mv V1 square here, it will become positive. Also bring minus mg H1 this side, equal to. Now bring this minus P2 A2 V2 here, it will become positive, plus half mv2 square is already here, plus mg H2 that is already here. अब जैसे आप कहते हो A1 V1 is A2 V2, तो इसका मतलब होता है AV is a constant. वैसे ही अगर ये 1 1 उधर आ गए तो इसका मतलब एक टर्म जो है वो कांस्टेंट. ठीक है. And one thing more, we will use equation of continuity result also here. One result from equation of continuity, if you remember, was A1 V1 A2 V2 is m by rho, when we had taken liquid to be incompressible. ठीक है, तो यहां से आप A1 V1 A2 V2 को क्या पुट करोगे, m by rho on both sides. M is in each and every term, so it will get cancelled in both the sides. ठीक है, it will get cancelled. So we get P1 by rho plus half V1 square plus GH1 is P2 by rho plus half V2 square plus GH2. That means P by rho plus V half V square plus GH, that is a constant, which is Bernoulli's theorem. So this is the proof of Bernoulli's theorem. ठीक है, this is the proof of Bernoulli's theorem. So whole derivation is in front of you. Now you can ask any doubt if you are having. Yes, ask if you have any doubt. Right. So as all the students have joined by now, again I make this announcement that on Tuesday you will have your revision test of physics of 25 marks from the whole syllabus. There will be only one revision test before exam. So prepare for that test thoroughly, right? Let us now do the applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Okay, conceptuals were there, that why do the roofs of houses, why are the roofs of houses blown off during storms? So uska reason kya hai? Let us see. The reason is Bernoulli's theorem, because if the tube is horizontal, then we easily make out that P plus half V square becomes a constant. P by rho plus this. So pressure and velocity terms are interdependent on each other. Okay, if one term increases, other term decreases, so that their sum remains constant. So pressure and velocity, we can say that they are inversely proportional to each other. If velocity will be more, pressure will be less there, right? So let us apply to the roofs of houses. During storm, the wind speed is very high. Wind is blowing very fast. The speed of wind is very high. So according to Bernoulli's theorem, very low pressure area is created. But inside, the wind speed is normal. It is less inside the house. So pressure is high. During wind या storms क्या होगा कि ये wind की speed जितनी high होगी, pressure उतना ही low create हो जाएगा. Otherwise भी pressure difference होता है, inside high होता है, outside low होता है. But roof of house is not blown off under normal conditions because this difference is not so much. But when there is storm, then the difference becomes so much. Here, so much low pressure is created that this pressure difference causes the roof to be blown off from region of high pressure to low pressure. तो ये रीजन है उसका. ठीक है, तो ये डिफरेंस प्रेशर का जितना ज्यादा हाई होगा, इट विल कॉज द ऑब्जेक्ट to move from region of high to low pressure. The roofs of houses are blown off from this region. This is the reason. ठीक है, clear? Then we also did Magnus effect. Magnus effect is another application of Bernoulli's theorem that is related to spinning motion of a ball. तो जब हम स्पिन करते हैं एक बॉल को, उसको कर्ल करके हम सेंड करते हैं, तो उसका रीजन यही होता है कि लोअर साइड पे वेलोसिटी डिफरेंट होती है, अपर साइड पे डिफरेंट होती है. तो जो प्रेशर डिफरेंस है दैट कीप्स द बॉल इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन फॉर अ स्मॉल पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. अदरवाइज इफ यू थ्रो अ बॉल इट विल डेफिनेटली गो टुवर्ड्स द ग्राउंड अंडर ग्रेविटी. ठीक है, बट स्पिनिंग मोशन ऑफ द बॉल इज डिफरेंट. सो द बॉल इज थ्रोन इन सच अ वे that velocity is different at top and bottom of the phases of the ball. All right, clear? Then let us come to mathematical application. ठीक है, अब atomizer भी था, perfume sprayer था, two parallel ships, they tend to collide with each other. These were different applications of Bernoulli's theorem. Let us come to two mathematical applications, Torricelli's theorem and Venturi meter. Right? So let us do Venturi meter first. That was also in your test. Venturi meter is a device based on Bernoulli's theorem that determines the rate of flow of a liquid. Okay, it determines the rate of flow of a liquid. Its construction is like this. Okay, two coaxial tubes are there. Fine. Here area provided with side tube. So liquid is flowing. Liquid is flowing. And here the area of cross section is A1, A2. Here the area of cross section is bigger, that is A1. The rise of liquid will be greater here. Here water will rise to a lesser level. We have already explained this. And suppose the difference in levels is H. The difference in levels is H. Pressure here is P1, pressure here is P2. Velocity of liquid here is V1, velocity of liquid here is V2. So these are different terms related to both the areas of cross section. Now apply Bernoulli's theorem, right? Applying, since this is an application, we will start with Bernoulli's theorem. And since the tubes are horizontal, H term will not be there. H term will vanish. So we'll be writing only first two terms. So applying Bernoulli's theorem, P1 by rho plus half V1 square here is equal to P2 by rho plus half V2 square. H term we are not taking into account because the tube is horizontal. All right, take this P2 on the left side and this term on the right side. Fine, this step is clear. Now let us write P1 and P2. Suppose this height is H1, this height is H2. So P1 can be written as H1 rho G. P2 can be written as H2 rho G over rho equal to half. Now let us see what we have to do with V1 and V2. अब V1 V2 को क्या put करें? Again we have equation of continuity. यू नो A1 V1 A2 V2 किसके इक्वल था, m by rho, where what is m, मास पर सेकेंड ओवर डेंसिटी। अब मास ओवर डेंसिटी क्या होता है, वॉल्यूम, और क्योंकि ये मास पर सेकेंड था, ये टर्म क्या बन जाएगी, वॉल्यूम पर सेकेंड। वॉल्यूम पर सेकेंड जिसको हम रेट ऑफ फ्लो कह रहे हैं, वही तो हमने फाइंड करना है। डू यू रिमेम्बर, यू ऑल्सो check the dimensional consistency of Poiseuille formula that gives us rate of flow. Do you remember that formula? Poiseuille formula क्या था, 5/8 P by L R4 by eta. That was Poiseuille formula where V was rate of flow. आपको याद होगा आपने इसकी डायमेंशन पुट की थी L3T-1, सिर्फ L3 नहीं पुट की थी, ये अकेला वॉल्यूम नहीं है, ये वॉल्यूम ऑफ लिक्विड पर सेकेंड है, ये रेट ऑफ फ्लो है। तो वेंचुरी मीटर वही डिवाइस है जिससे हम रेट ऑफ फ्लो फाइंड कर सकते हैं, या इनडायरेक्टली आप कह सकते हो वी कैन फाइंड स्पीड ऑफ लिक्विड इन द वेंचुरी मीटर। ठीक है, तो ये आपका रेट ऑफ फ्लो हो गया। तो लेट अस इक्वेट A1 V1 टू V, यहाँ से V1 को पुट करेंगे V ओवर A1, A2 V2 इज इक्वल टू V, यहाँ से हम V2 को पुट करेंगे V ओवर A2। So let us make these substitutions here. We get V square over A1 square minus V square over A2 square. अब यहाँ से H1 और minus H2 rho G, rho gets cancelled, V square by 2 and take the LCM here, A1 square A2 square A2 square minus A1 square. I hope these mathematical steps are clear to you. ठीक है, अब ये H1 minus H2 क्या है, डिफरेंस इन लेवल्स क्या है, दैट इज H, so it becomes Hg। ठीक है, डिफरेंस इन लेवल्स हमारा H था, so this is Hg। let us make the substitution here। So Hg and take this 2 on that side, 2Hg is V square into the same thing. So how much is V? V is 2Hg over A2 square minus A1 square under the root into A1 A2. So this gives you expression for rate of flow, how we can measure with the help of Venturi meter. So the whole article is in front of you, you can see. देख लीजिए, कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हो आप। So this is how Venturi meter it measures the rate of flow, and it is also very important to see कि जहाँ पे area of cross section greater है वहाँ पे level of liquid will be higher, क्योंकि see pressure is, area of cross section is more, V1 is less, V1 is less, P1 is more। यहाँ pressure high है, बाहर pressure low है, so liquid will rise from the region of high pressure to low pressure, so level of liquid will rise, and reverse will happen here, so level of liquid will be low here। तो ये level भी आपको accordingly mark करना है, and rather this was a conceptual question in NCERT also। वहाँ पे ये conceptual question था भी, दो फिगर्स दी थी, एक में इधर लेवल ज्यादा था, एक में उसमें ज्यादा था, तो आपको बताना करेक्ट फिगर कौन सी है, तो दिस वन इज करेक्ट फिगर। ठीक है, वन मोर मैथमेटिकल एप्लीकेशन वाज टॉरी-सलीस थ्योरम। याद है किसी को, कौन बताएगा स्टेटमेंट? यस गितेश।
नहीं मैम, स्टेटमेंट नहीं बतानी मैम, ये लास्ट 2 स्टेप समझा दो एक बार।
ये वाला क्लियर है आपको?
नहीं मैम, इससे ऊपर वाला।
अच्छा ये वाला, इसमें ये V2 और V1 को हमने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया है यूजिंग दैट फॉर्मूला A1 V1 इज V, तो वहां से V1 आ गया V ओवर A1। सेम वे A2 V2 इज V, तो V2 आ गया V ओवर A2। ये स्टेप समझ आया आपको?
यस मैम, ठीक है ठीक है।
हाँ, वो पुट किया, और यहाँ पे P1 P2 को पुट किया है यूजिंग P इज इक्वल टू H रो G। देन वी हैव टेकन आउट V स्क्वायर, उनका एलसीएम ले लिया, ठीक है, 2 उधर ले गए और V बाहर निकाल लिया, तो ये आ गया। ठीक है, So next is Torricelli's theorem. Who will tell me the statement of Torricelli's theorem? याद है किसी को? It was related to velocity of efflux of liquid coming out of an orifice. Orifice क्या था? Hole था. याद है किसी को? Yes, who will state Torricelli's theorem? If anybody remembers. Okay, I repeat that. Torricelli's theorem states that velocity of efflux of a liquid coming out of an orifice is same as the velocity of an object falling freely through a height equal to the distance between free surface and orifice. सुनने में बहुत लेंथी लग रही है, बट है कुछ नहीं है इसमें. देखिए, Torricelli's theorem. We have a container in which there is some liquid and there is a hole here. There is an orifice here through which water can come out. ठीक है, तो the speed with which water is coming out, that is called velocity of efflux. This is called velocity of efflux of the liquid. ठीक है, तो ये फाइंड करनी है हमें. This distance has been taken to be h. वही जो मैंने बोला, is same as velocity of an object falling freely through a height equal to distance between free surface and orifice. आप देख लो ये हाइट कितने, किसके बीच में डिस्टेंस है? फ्री सरफेस और orifice के बीच में. अगर इतनी हाइट के थ्रू एक ऑब्जेक्ट फ्रीली फॉल करे, जितनी स्पीड से वो फॉल करेगी वो सेम होगी एज वेलोसिटी ऑफ इफ्लक्स. एंड व्हाट इज वेलोसिटी ऑफ इफ्लक्स? इट इज वेलोसिटी ऑफ लिक्विड कमिंग आउट ऑफ अ होल. बस ये. ठीक है, तो हमने प्रूव करना है ये वेलोसिटी और वो वेलोसिटी सेम होगी. तो पहले हम वेलोसिटी ऑफ लिक्विड ऑब्जेक्ट फाइंड कर लेते हैं फॉलिंग थ्रू हाइट h फ्रीली. तो इट इज फॉलिंग फ्रीली, तो वी विल यूज v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Put u 0, a equal to g and s equal to h. तो ये आ गई velocity of that object that falls through this much height equal to distance between surface and orifice. ये हमने एक पार्ट कर लिया इसका. अब हमने निकालनी है velocity of efflux. Let us see whether it is also under root 2gh or not. तो वो देख लेते हैं. ठीक है, अब since this is an application of Bernoulli's theorem, we have to apply Bernoulli's theorem at free surface and at orifice. So apply Bernoulli's theorem at free surface and at orifice. Free surface पे लिखते हैं कितना एटमॉस्फेरिक, कितना प्रेशर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. इट इज एक्सपोज टू एयर, तो वहां पे एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. प्लस हाफ v स्क्वायर. द लिक्विड एट रेस्ट इज हैविंग सरफेस एट रेस्ट. ठीक है, फ्री जो सरफेस है लिक्विड का वो रेस्ट पे है, ये फ्लो नहीं कर रहा है, तो इसकी वेलोसिटी क्या है? 0. हाफ v स्क्वायर प्लस जी एच. यस, अगर हम ओरिफिस को ग्राउंड लेवल पे लेते हैं तो इट इज एट अ हाइट h, तो वो टर्म आएगी इसमें. तो ये हमने लिखा सरफेस पे. नाउ व्हाट इज द प्रेशर एट ओरिफिस? ओरिफिस भी तो होल है, ये यहाँ पे भी तो एयर है, ये भी एक्सपोज्ड है एयर के, यहाँ पे भी एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है. सो हियर आल्सो वी विल राइट PA. और वेलोसिटी यहाँ पे है, वही तो हमने फाइंड करनी है, वेलोसिटी ऑफ इफ्लक्स हाफ v स्क्वायर, but height 0 because we have considered that orifice is at the ground level. So here the third term is 0. Okay, so we have applied Bernoulli's theorem here and here. Now this first term will get cancelled. ये 0 हो गई. GH is equal to half v square. So v is equal to under root 2gh. So yes, velocity of efflux is same as velocity of an object falling through a height equal to distance between free surface and orifice. So this is Torricelli's theorem. So these were all the applications of Bernoulli's. हाँ जी, अब बताइए कोई डाउट है तो पूछ सकते हो. Yes students, any doubt if you are having you can ask. और देखिए